And a well-deserved glug of water for Sebastian Vettel. Well, well, well. The sun has set here in the desert. The sun has set on qualifying, and it leaves that man with the two outsiders for the title in front of him. I think he might just be smiling, just to let you know, if it stays like this, then Fernando Alonso will become the Formula One world champion if the race finishes as it starts. He'll be just ahead of Sebastian Vettel. That man there, Mark Webber, will go from at one point having a good lead to dropping all the way back to third. Let's quickly hear from Mark Webber.
Mark, it wasn't the qualifying you wanted or needed. Just tell us how you feel.
Not wrapped, of course. To be fifth on the grid is not very good. So, yeah, disappointing, of course, but, you know, still a long way to go tomorrow. So the fat lady hasn't sung yet. Yeah, would have liked to have been further up, but I couldn't get the pace. So disappointing.
And your thoughts about tomorrow? I mean, how crucial is the start? Do you need to play it safe? Do you need to be aggressive?
Oh, we need to be there at the end, of course. You know, a lot of things can still happen in the race, so you know, haven't helped things by performance today. But you know, we've seen races change. So you know, we're not. Yeah, the championship isn't decided today, but you know, would have been nice to be a bit further up.
So confident for tomorrow, though?
Well, you could be more confident, but you know, at the end of the day, we're still in the hunt, and that's the main thing.
So Mark says the fat lady hasn't sung. Eddie, is she warming up her vocal cords after that performance?
Didn't like his body language, didn't have a lot of confidence there, wasn't completely at ease with his car. He made reference to that. I was disappointed to hear the way he said it more than anything else. You know, it just didn't fill me with confidence that he's going to be able to fight to win that championship.
And what a time to struggle, David, when your teammate shows that that car is clearly a car fast enough for pole position round here.
Yeah, it's such a close qualifying session, though. We're talking only a few tenths, obviously, separating. But that's what it comes down to. You've got to be able to nail the lap, and that's what Sebastian Vettel has been supreme at doing this year.
Mixed emotions for the team principal, Christian Horner, I would have said, because, of course, the man that is their favourite for the championship is struggling. The man who's the outsider in the Red Bull team has done the business. Let's now hear from Christian.
Well, Christian, you're on pole, but not a great session for Webber. Understatement of the year, probably.
Yeah, no, it's a shame for Mark he's not further up. I mean, obviously it was a choice on that last run, whether you go, you know, with one lap. The tyres didn't feel like they were going to be ready. Neither driver wanted to do one lap run. They both wanted to do, you know, a sequence of laps. And unfortunately for Mark, it just hasn't come together for him. It looked like the second lap was probably the optimum lap. You know, Sebastian, you know, got the job done on that lap. Unfortunately, Mark has just, you know, lost out to Jensen by less than a tenth. But we need a good start. It's going to be a fascinating race tomorrow.
And a difficult race for you championship-wise.
Well, I think the job for Sebastian is quite clear. You know, he's got to go. He's got to get his head down and get on with it. And Mark has to pass Alonso. He can't afford to finish behind him. The only way to beat him is going to be to overtake him now. So, you know, we need good pit work, good starts. We know we've got a good race car. The degradation on the option tyre, on the soft tyre, is going to be a key factor tomorrow. It's something we looked pretty good at on yesterday. So, you know, it's going to be a long race.
Okay, we'll see what happens. Thanks.
Well, Christian there looking on the bright side, which is a thing that he has to do. So the four championship contenders in the top five. We could see quite a nice tight battle out there on the track tomorrow. And actually, we saw one in qualifying. So difficult to try and find some space, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think this is quite remarkable that we find the main championship rivals there all out battling for position here. You know, this is 2 corners from the end of the lap, and there we can see Hamilton making a break for it. We've had Rosberg pull past Massa and Alonso, and then obviously the clock is ticking. They're getting that countdown from the team, but it's just the worst case scenario. You want to attack the opening of the lap.
And you talk about the clock ticking and the nerves starting to build, Eddie. We were watching Fernando Alonso sitting in the Ferrari garage with 2 minutes left on the clock in qualifying, knowing it was the biggest qualifying of the season. And then he goes out, and he might not have taken pole, but he wanted to be in front of Mark Webber. Could this be the biggest lap of the season for him, do you think?
But we shouldn't be surprised by what he's done, because we've seen it so often. Remember back, British Grand Prix time, 46 points behind. I'm going to win this championship. This, for me, is total and absolute belief in his own ability. He dragged that car around in the third place. I don't think the car is good enough to be in third place. He made it happen for his desire to win.
Yeah, I've got to agree with you there, Eddie. You can see him coming off that turn 7 hairpin. Car was all sideways. That's the worst case scenario before you have the longest straight on this track. That would just be soaking up lap time. So the fact that he has been able to be within only 3/10 of Vettel's pole lap is very impressive. And you know, he's got to be the man most confident about this championship based on qualifying.
Well, again, he made the prediction 5 races ago, 5 podiums will get me this championship. At this stage, 5 podiums will get him the championship. He's absolutely spot on. Now he just has to deliver on the last one and he will be the champion. Not everyone's favourite, but, you know, he has delivered.
What a great start to the Grand Prix we're going to see tomorrow. Mark has to get by Button, of course. He has to get by Alonso. Hamilton has to win this race, so he'll be going all out to get in front of Vettel. Never, at any point in the season, has the first lap been so important.
It's going to be fascinating. Ferrari will be celebrating this, and we saw as Alonso made his way back, there were plenty of celebrations amongst that team. How does Stefano Domenicali deal with this situation now to try and keep Alonso calm, keep the team calm, and just take them into
He was
tomorrow?
the calm one, wasn't he? Look, I don't know who's the lunatic in this lot. But obviously, Luca is so fired up. This means so much to... Because, you know, he's been right there from the very beginning. He's been in politics. He ran Italia 90, whatever it was, in football. And he always came back to his home at Ferrari. And this is hugely important, not just to him, but everything that he worked and lived his life for.
OK, well, in case you're wondering, that was Luca de Montezemolo, who is the president of Ferrari. And he is a very happy president right now. But, of course, only half of the job has been done. Now, if you would like to hear the drivers in their press conference, then you can see that on the BBC Sport website. And, of course, there were a few issues for Lewis Hamilton as well. He'll be up in front of the stewards possibly, so we'll bring you that online as well, because we haven't got time here, because up next today it is live rugby on the BBC. Stick with us right here on BBC One and you can see all of that. And tomorrow we are here with the big one, 12:10, the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix. We're getting towards the end of our season, which means we're getting close to this.
I grew up watching this TV programme. To be up there, it's unbelievable.
And there are still tickets up for grabs if you'd like to be at Sports Personality 2010 to be part of the audience at the LG Arena on the 19th of December. Head to bbc.co.uk/sports personality and I will see you there. So that show will signify the end of the year. Tomorrow will signify the end of the Formula One season, and the two outsiders in the championship are at the front. Mark Webber and Fernando Alonso are chasing them down. See you tomorrow.
Cometh the qualifying hour. Yeah. Cometh Formula One's fastest man. But which man will it be?
Yeah. This is not the end, this is not the beginning. Just a voice like a riot rocket every revision. But you listen to the tone and the violent rhythm and know the words sound steady, some empty within them. We say yeah, with fists flying up in the air, like we're holding on to something that's invisible there. Cause we're living at the mercy of the pain and the fear until we get it, forget it, let it all disappear. Yeah. Waiting for the end to come.